Hey guys, Shawn McAnalley here with Dr. Bill McAnalley. Today we're going to talk about brain repair. And in the past, you've seen some of the videos, and Dr. Bill's talked about some of the wonderful things that aloe has done for the body. But these things here has not really been shown where aloe really helps it. And in this video here, he's going to talk about some of these other plants that he's been studying throughout the years that really help to benefit the body in these studies here, brain repair. Dr. Bill?
Yeah, we, when I went to Southwestern, we were taught that every time you drink a beer, you lose 200 brain cells. Mm-hmm. So, you sure you want to drink that beer is what they'd say to it. Right. And, or different drinks. Mm-hmm. And that you're born with all the brain cells you'll ever get. Mm. Well, since we've learned about apoptosis, and now we know that's not true, that actually you can make new brain cells. Mm. And for centuries, over in different places, they'll say, oh, that kid's not very smart. Mm-hmm. Make him start eating the roots of that plant. Mm-hmm. And they just swore it made them smarter, and everyone thought they were crazy. Mm-hmm. Especially anyone at Southwestern would have. Mm-hmm. And I would have too.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was taught.
Right.
But this is interesting. Ashwagandha has been shown to cause the regeneration of nerve cells in their synaptic connections.
Oh, wow.
So, of course, they don't do it in people because you can't get their brains all out
and look
show
at it.
But they do show it in animals.
Right.
That they get new brain cells. So, I guess those old witch doctors were right. Mm-hmm. Just because you don't have proof something exists doesn't mean
it doesn't.
It doesn't exist.
That's right.
And here's another one where it shows that it helps people with memory impairment. They've got studies to show it. PubMed, all these are PubMed.
So these are articles where they've studied and this one right here is ashwagandha, that you're talking about here?
Yeah.
Has been shown to help it. What about, you say brain injuries, like PTSD stuff too?
Right.
Okay.
Well, all of these have been shown to help people who've had strokes. They recover a lot faster. Well, when you have a stroke, you lose cells, and by eating these, you get those cells back. So, and that's what they show. And in order for it to do that, it has to cross the blood-brain barrier, which all of these plants have been shown to have ingredients that can do that.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, all of it, what they thought was impossible was not only possible, but it happened.
Right.
So here there are several articles talking about how it improves your cognitive dysfunction.
Wow.
Now that's, in other words, there's people something wrong with their brain.
Right. It'll help it. Yeah.
And let's look at another ingredient. So this is astragalus root.
Okay.
And it promotes axons, which are the attachments that nerves attach to each other. You see a nerve cell and then it attaches to other nerve cells. And what we've learned since I went to school is that when you're born, you have about twice as many brain cells as you will when you're mature. Mm-hmm. And that's because there are a bunch of extra ones in there in case the first two that get hooked up don't work right. Mm-hmm. If they don't work right, then they don't get signals from the cells above that says you're not functioning, you're not doing anything. So they go through apoptosis. Mm-hmm. So the first few years of your life, all those extra brain cells, and I guess that's why I see little kids out there trying to swim, their heads are so heavy.
Yeah, maybe.
Got all those big brain cells.
Right.
Anyway, these have been reported for thousands of years to help. Here's randomized controlled clinical trials, double blind, showing that it enhances your memory, your ability to function. Another one is Bocamonera or Brahmi. That's one of the most popular herbs in India.
Okay.
And they said that it helps brain aging. Well, what it does is it keeps the cells you have healthy, and they show it can make new cells.
Oh, wow.
And here it doesn't take much. There's a key double-blind study. That's just 320 milligrams and a 640 milligram dose a day. So those are in our tablets.
Yeah. Wow.
And they significantly, and this was done in New Zealand, so they do real good studies in New Zealand and Australia. So Garcinia Cambodia, it also helps. And in fact, Go-To Cola is synergistic with these. By itself, you get one. The other one by itself, you get one. Together, you get 8.
Right.
So that's probably why we need to eat several. God didn't just put one plant in the garden.
That's right.
He put several.
That's right.
And it takes that combination does more than any one by itself.
Yeah.
And they're showing that in well-controlled clinical trials. Kudzu. And by the way, kudzu is that plant that helped control erosion in Japan. And it didn't grow out of control. So they brought it to plant alongside highways here. And it grows as much as a yard in 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
They have jokes of people going to sleep under a tree and then they're covered, all wrapped around by kudzu, and they can't get away. So here it helps protect your brain cells. So those are good products.
Yeah. I'm just glad there's people like you that read these studies and do stuff like that and know how to put them all together to where they work together, for the better,
Well, I want to be able to keep reading and understanding what I'm reading.
Yeah.
I really think it's helped. They've helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because when I read about something, I buy it, start taking it.
Seeing what happens. That's good.
And unfortunately, so much, sometimes I want to get your mother to come and talk about how she's analyzed all these products, and her and 2 other people in our staff went to big international meetings. They'd send us samples. Sometimes they didn't have any of the ingredient in them.
Yeah.
Most of the time they said like 5 or 6%.
Yeah.
And when we'd analyze them, we'd call them. A lot of them would call and say, "Well, I thought you were interested." You'd go, "Well, we checked yours. You don't have, your stuff is not any good." Well, that's what everybody else is getting. Well, that's not what we want.
Yeah. I'm glad to see that you make sure you get 100% of what you want.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, Dr. Bill, thank you so much. Guys, that was just a little look into brain repair and how some foods can really help our brains. Until next time, this is For the Health of It.